Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back in Accra, Ghana, and I'm here talking to the man himself. He's about to walk 400 miles across Ghana. This is Mr. Tim Swain. What inspired you to do run 400 miles across Ghana?
Yeah, we got to clarify run walk because I ain't running the whole thing. But no, it's good to see you, man. You know, I think the thing is, like, inspiration comes from a lot of places. And for me, it's really very simple. Like, I love running. And when I traveled around Ghana, I saw that there's so many stories that don't get out from where I see to the world. And the other thing that I saw was it's just a great need that we have. So I said, okay, what if I can combine all of those things, my love for running, my love for helping people, and my love for telling stories, and I can put that in one place, and came up with Black Star 400. Essentially, it's a fundraiser where I'm going to be building water wells across Ghana. I'm going to be helping youth come here and experience what I've experienced the first time I came. And then last but not least, we're building on some educational frameworks we already have. And we're launching a micro school here in Accra. When I say micro school, I'm talking about it's a micro learning opportunity where we'll take young entrepreneurs and teach them character education, project management, and entrepreneurship, so we can really equip people with the skills that they need to be the next generation of entrepreneurs. So it's a fundraiser to really just help our Ghanaian communities and some diaspora communities as well.
Where are you going to start running from?
Great question. So Salaga slave market is one of the largest slave markets where actually a lot of our ancestors were sold during the transatlantic. So it's going to start there. It's going to pass through the different regions in Ghana, different places like Kumasi and such. And there's going to be a few major spots. One of them is going to be Asim Manso, which is the last bath. And then the final place that we're going to end is Elmina Slave Castle.
Okay, so you're going from north to south.
North to south, yeah. And so really it's not the exact route, but it's basically that route that those Africans took when they walked, right? And this was the wilderness time.
Yes,
some folks
no roads.
Yes, some folks getting eaten by animals and stuff like that. So the route that they took, I'll be following pretty much that same route.
When you say the fundraiser, how can someone support what you're doing? Because you're looking to raise funds for wells. I think I heard you say that. How does someone connect with you? They say, Tim, I see what you're doing and I want to support.
Yeah, they can support. The number one thing we need is the funds, obviously. Right. All information, is right there in the description below, as it is always with your videos. But we're a 501c3 organization. So it is, a tax-deductible organization according to the IRS.
United States IRS.
Right, United States IRS. We've got international folks watching.
Right.
I forgot. So United States IRS, so taxes are applicable according to whatever your country, whatever. But folks can donate, and the money goes towards basically, again, right, really helping to equip these communities with natural resources like raw water, bringing young folks here from America to experience some leadership opportunities here in Ghana. And I think that main thing is really empowering the next generation of Ghanaians that are right here. So the specific goal that we're trying to raise right now in these next 2 months, what I need in these next 2 months, I need $60,000 in these next 2 months.
All right, $60,000 US.
That's right.
All right, not 60,000 CDs.
Not 60,000.
All right.
Yeah.
60,000 US. Let's talk about some of the challenges in some of the communities, because I think that when someone hears us, they might not understand the importance of water, clean water.
Yeah.
Explain that and what you hope to accomplish as far as the infrastructure in these communities.
Yeah, that's a really good question. There's so many needs. The reason, for example, we chose water is because I was reading a report recently, and it said that I think it was about 30%, 25 to 30% of Ghanaian communities still don't have access to clean, potable drinking water.
Okay.
That means that you can go and get it from the source, drink it, and not get sick. We have about 25 to 30% that don't have that. And obviously, being from the States, we know the magnitude of not having clean water, such as the situation in Flint, for example.
Yes.
If you don't have the basic resources that you need, it's hard for you to focus on everything else per Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right?
Yes.
That basic level is the basic stuff. So in these communities, what we realize, I think the biggest thing I realize is this, Jay. I've been in Ghana now 5 years. And for me, it's like, listen, if I can't make an impact where I am right now, then what good am I doing? And when I went and I traveled around this country, I saw that I'm not going to blame the government. I'm not going to blame this person, that person, that person. Let me do what I can with what I have right now. And one of the greatest needs that we saw was, again, like, folks don't have access to water, man. So that's one of the things that we decided in terms of natural resources that we wanted to do.
How much does a well cost, or I guess whatever it is you're looking to put in the communities? How much does one of those cost?
Yeah, so we're talking about pretty much, a water well. In Ghana, we call it a borehole. Same thing. One, depending on just the drilling and the installation, would normally cost around 25 to about 2,700 USD.
Okay.
And that is basically just going to build the whole structure, everything you need. That's the equipment and everything to make sure that from the time you start to the time you finish, somebody can open up the tap, that community can have water, and they can take that back to do their boiling, to do their cleaning, to do their cooking and everything else.
So $3,000.
About $3,000.
To put a borehole.
Yes.
Where they, from start to finish in a community.
Yep.
And I say that because you're just thinking about someone considering a donation.
One of the things that we know is that transparency is key, right? Folks need to know where their money going.
That's right.
And so, my nonprofit organization, the thing is we've been in Ghana now for about 7 years. And so we believe in that. And so they can follow the journey. We have Black Star 400, we have social medias on that, even my personal social media. We're really focused on making sure that folks know that your money is directly making an impact in these communities. The other thing that I tell folks is our projects are slated for 2025. The run is happening this year because it gives people an opportunity to, to actually, is this dude going to do it?
Right.
To actually see it happening, right? And also the biggest thing is too, we know that, I've planned events for a while. We need time to plan things out well. So all of the projects are slated for 2025.
Okay.
The fundraising is happening in 2024, but your impact can happen today.
It is. You heard Mr. Tim Swain. He's about to walk 400 miles. From the top to the bottom.
Listen,
top of the bottom.
Top to the bottom, man.
Of Ghana. I'm going to be following this journey because it's, I know your passion and your commitment to the Ghanaian community since you have been here, and you have always been about adding value.
Yeah.
And that's so important, especially when you're a part of something. What do you hope for the young people who come over? Because you mentioned young people coming to Ghana. What is something that you would hope that they would glean from an experience in Ghana?
The first time I came to Ghana, I was 20 years old. It was the first time in my life that I thought of myself as a part of a greater fabric of people of the African diaspora. That transformed me spiritually, it transformed me culturally, and it transformed me psychologically, so that when I went back to America, it was almost like I had this invisible royal gown on. And you feel differently about yourself when you know who you are. When we bring folks here, we focus on leadership, we focus on cultural immersion, and we focus on really helping them discover some of the basic tenets of, and it's men. So basically these young men of what it means to be a man. So when they come, the thing is, we know that what happens is when they leave, they see themselves as not just Black people in one dimensional sense, but they see themselves as people that can really make an impact in their communities, if they're in school, on their campuses, and then ultimately they can make an impact in the world. And that stems from knowing who they are.
And that's a part of what your organization does with the leadership development.
Yeah.
And again, for those who are just learning about you, you have your social media platform, but you're originally from Texas.
Listen, I am listen, you saw my voice, even I got different.
And that's what hell.
I am born and bled. They can take the boy out of Texas, but they can't take their Texas out your boy. Houston, Texas, to be exact.
H-Town.
H-Town.
Yeah.
Most city, to be even more specific.
So
Range one.
Now, which ward is that?
It ain't no ward. It's just Mo City.
So okay, so you got 3rd Ward, 5th Ward.
But this is Mo City. Mo City. Well, so the thing is, I'm from Houston.
Okay.
And I love Houston, but my heart fell in love with Central Texas because that's where I went to school.
Okay.
Like between Austin and San Antonio.
Okay, all right.
Houston, there's so much to do no matter what you want to do.
True.
There's so much to do from anything. Well, like my heart really is in like Central Texas.
Central Texas, got it.
I love Central Texas.
So from Central Texas to Accra, Ghana.
I'm telling you.
It's an amazing story. And now you're about to walk 400 miles.
Yeah.
how can people find you and give them those details? Because I know somebody's going to want to support.
Yeah.
So how can they find you from?
So everything is all socials is Black Star 400. That's BLACK star and then 400.
Okay.
And then my name is all my socials are Tim Swain.
Got it.
Yeah. So if you just go to Google and type in Tim Swain Ghana,
it's going to come up.
It'll come up. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not hard to find.
All right. In closing, anything else you want to share with everyone as they're getting ready to support you on this journey, 400 miles through Ghana?
Yeah, listen, folks that are watching, this is the first thing I tell people. There's a lot of things that we need, and the first list that always fills up is the prayer list. That list is filled, okay? Yeah. Listen, that list has filled up a long time ago, so folks saying, I'm going to pray for you. No, I appreciate that, but that volunteer list has filled all the way up.
Right, it's got a wait list. You
got a wait list. So listen, thank you for your prayers, but we need your money. No, seriously, because the thing is this, Jay, this is really the heart of the message, Jay. There's so many people out there, and I know that they have been even praying about, seriously, how can I make an impact? Sometimes you don't have to be the one to actually do the thing, but you can invest in someone that's doing the work. So I encourage you, check out my socials. As Jay said, listen, we've been here in the community, we've been grinding, we've been doing what we've been doing for a long time. And this is just elevating, right, the impact that we're trying to have, maximizing our impact.
We're maximizing
that impact so we can make this thing happen. And I'm grateful in advance for everybody that's going to donate. I'm grateful in advance for the folks that's still going to pray, even though that list is full, but thank you anyway. And yeah, man, I appreciate you as well for the work you're doing in the continent.
Well, I'm excited about what you're doing. Listen, and I want to encourage everybody to support Tim's effort, because by you, even though you might not be running the 400 miles or walking the 400 miles, you'd be living vicariously through Tim on his journey. But through support, you'll be impacting a community. And clean water is something that's essential from parts of Ghana. You can have an impact by simply supporting Black Star 400 and making sure that your voice is heard. But when it comes to really impacting the lives of others, we can do it too. So the person who wants to do it, I know that Tim is someone who operates with integrity and who's going to make sure that the resources get to where they need to get to. So check him out on social media, Black Star 400, and we'll be looking forward to the update.
Appreciate it.
All right. So subscribe, like, share, follow Tim as well. See you soon.